Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Alt Up Close powered by Sweetwater Studios. I'm Zach from Alt 1023, and I'm very happy to welcome back to Alt Up Close some guys from Canada that we love a lot. They're a great band. We had them in town not too long ago for an Alt Up Close in person at Sweetwater, and we're very happy to have the guys back from Glassnote Records. It's the Strumbellas. How you doing, guys?
Hey,
good. How are you?
Good.
Man, I love that room. Is that like, whose space is that? Is that you guys' rehearsal space or what?
No, that's just, we're in my house.
Oh, nice, Simon.
Yeah,
Cool.
this is just like my studio area, and I don't know if you can see, but my dog is sleeping behind us, so you might hear snoring.
Nice. What's her name?
He's Gus.
Oh, sorry.
Totally cool. Yeah, he's Gus.
Gus. All right, right on. Cool.
Have you ever met anybody with an English bulldog? Like, do you know any English bulldogs yourself?
No.
They snore like nothing I've ever heard of. So, like,
Really?
we might hear some serious snoring during the interview. I can't.
Oh, nice.
Anything.
It'll add a little ambiance in the background.
Yeah.
That'd be
I
cool.
know, it's like white noise to me now, man.
Yeah.
I love it. But other people are like, "Oh my God, your dog is so loud." I'm like,
Right on. Cool. Listen, we love the song "Greatest Enemy." I think I read a quote recently, Simon, from you that said, "Sometimes the greatest enemy is ourselves." Talk a little bit about the song.
well, the song is basically sort of about that. You know, I've had my struggles in life, and the song is just, I've truly always been my own worst enemy. And actually, that was the original song title of the song, is My Own Worst Enemy. But then we changed it to Greatest Enemy. So it's just a song about that, man. It's just a song about how people are so hard on themselves, and including myself. And it's just, we're always our own worst enemy, it seems like.
Yeah, always second guessing, and there's always that doubt. Yeah, we all have that. Such a great song. How about we hear that? You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
The Strumbellas. It's Alt Up Close from Alt 1023.
This song is called Greatest Enemy. I've been going back to that place again, make me feel good again. Finger on the trigger of a gun with a broken pin. This is my greatest love, sorry I messed it up. Please give me a reason why I shouldn't just be giving up. I don't wanna feel this come down. I don't wanna feel this come down. Feeling like I can be anything I wanna be, but I know I'll always be my greatest enemy. I know how you want me, nothing's gonna stop me, but I know I'll always be my greatest enemy. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know I'll always be my greatest enemy. This might be my last trip, my life's an asterisk. I'm trying to break out of this feeling like I'm in a casket. I can't get past it, all of this madness. I wanna set my past on fire, I'll strike a match, and I don't wanna feel this come down. I don't wanna feel this come down. Feeling like I can be anything I wanna be, but I know I'll always be my greatest enemy. I know how you want me, nothing's gonna stop me, but I know I'll always be my greatest enemy. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know I'll always be my greatest enemy. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know I'll always be my greatest enemy. I found a way out through all these dark lies, trying hard to get to a better place. My demons took me through all these hard times. Feeling like I can be anything I wanna be, but I know I'll always be my greatest enemy. I know how you want me, nothing's gonna stop me, but I know I'll always be my greatest enemy. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know I'll always be my greatest enemy. Whoa, greatest enemy.
It's the Strumbellas, Alt Up Close, and such a great song. Greatest Enemy. Love that. So any word on a new album down the road, guys?
I'd say no announcements right now. We got the one song out. We're all very proud of it, but currently that's where we at. So no news to break today, unfortunately.
Okay, right on. I know you guys have been together for quite some time, and you've put out some great music. Does it get easier as time goes on, writing the music and putting it together?
I think it gets harder. I think like the biggest pressure you put on yourself is like not from fans or your label. I think it's like the pressure you put on yourself. Like you sort of just, you keep wanting to set your own bar higher and higher. So, I think it's like and it's a good creative pressure, I think, that, you're always like, you want to make things better and better and better.
One would say you're your own greatest enemy.
Yes, exactly. Simon, I love those socks, man.
Oh, thanks. You can see them. I didn't know if you were able to see them. Thanks, man.
That's great. Yeah.
I got one of those, those like monthly things where you get the different pair of socks every month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it came from one of those.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, for sure.
That's really excellent. I have a friend that just showed me some socks. It was peanut butter and jelly socks. I had like Jif on one sock, and
that's amazing. Last Christmas, I got a bunch of made of me with my face on them.
Yeah.
We gave them to all the in-laws and all my family and stuff. That was their Christmas present, just socks with my big face all over them. Yeah.
That's excellent. I love that. Very cool. All right. Up in Canada, what's it like? Let's go back a few years when you guys got together and came together as a band. What was the music scene like up there early on for you guys up in Canada?
When we first started, like, I'm not kidding you. So our first shows were like at farmers markets, like, so we started pretty small and kind of, worked our way up. Like, then you end up touring Canada in a van and playing small clubs. And just kind of a bit of a slow building process. That's for sure.
I remember one of those farmers market gigs with some guy who was watching our show, and literally he goes, "This is good pickle buying music." Those are the words we live by.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Did the growth happen with the band so much that you guys came down here and then record folks, A&R people started following you, or did they make their way up to Canada and said, you know what, we got to check these guys out?
Yeah, actually, Daniel Glass, who owns Glass Note Records, I'm not exactly sure how he got a hold of us, but he did fly up to meet us, and we all met in a diner and had breakfast together. And he was just a big fan of the music, and kind of got the deal going there. And but it was more like when Spirits took off is really sort of what got all the U.S. attention really going. Because we had toured the U.S. prior to Spirits coming out, just very small, very small rooms. But it was really Spirits kind of changed everything, really.
Yeah. And that became, if I'm not mistaken, Spirits was, we still play it a lot on Alt 1023, but that song, I believe, wasn't it a number one song too? Certainly. I thought it was. It's nice to have a number one song, right?
Nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it, for sure.
Yeah. And I know you guys won some awards with that and everything else. So I know we're all excited here in Fort Wayne. So hopefully once things get back to a little more normalcy, I think we're getting there little by little. As time goes along, hopefully we'll be able to have you guys back in Fort Wayne at Sweetwater again. That was fun.
Yeah.
You guys were there before. Did you guys go down the slide at all when you were there?
I don't think so.
Giant slide at Sweetwater.
Okay.
Awesome.
Amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
That's incredible that you can slide there.
Yeah. It's like I love Sweetwater. It's like a giant mall for musicians. It's like it's just great.
It's amazing.
What's planned ahead for you guys? I'm assuming a tour once things start to get normal again.
Probably. I guess just generally, I think everything's in a holding pattern. Like even now, I think the big question for a lot of bands internationally, anyway, is like, when does international touring open up? I think it's unclear. Like you guys are much farther ahead of us in the vaccination game than Canada, so I just think it's still a lot of question marks. But obviously. I love touring, so as soon as we can, sign me up.
Yeah. During a process like we've had over the past year and still going through it with everything, kind of back to the songwriting and the creating, when there's kind of these lulls where you guys aren't so busy doing the thing that you always do, does that, it gives you more time certainly for songs. Is it a good time period to, maybe start stocking up the songs as far as songwriting?
I think yes and no. Yes, in that you have lots of time, but no, in that I can't speak for other songwriters, but for me, I can't control when the creative juices start to flow, and like lately they haven't been. So yes, I have time, and yes, I have my bandmates to work with and stuff, but just, I'm going through a rough patch right now in terms of being able to write cool stuff. So but that being said, prior to that, we did have some good communication, and because everybody's at home, it definitely helped. Like emails get answered a lot faster with songwriting, that's for sure.
Right on. Cool. How about some more music?
Totally.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
We got a couple songs we'd like to play for you if possible.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about the next two you're going to play here. Talk about them.
Yeah, so this song is called Shovels and Dirt, and it's kind of, if somebody asked me to talk about it, it's one of those songs that was written in about 10 minutes. So lyrics for the most part, melodies, and it was pretty much done in about 10 minutes. So here it is, and it's called Shovels and Dirt.
Mama never told him there's a devil in me. I got a mouth full of rotten and a heart full of greed. Shovels and dirt, shovels and dirt. Well, it ain't worth living if you don't get hurt. Alright. Well, cowboy hats and crooked teeth. Yeah, 6-shooting pistol just out of my reach. Well, shovels and dirt, shovels and dirt. Well, it ain't worth living if you don't get hurt. Well, I got a head full of darkness, and darkness is good. 'Cause if we all die young, then we don't get hurt. Pull me side to side again. Yeah, well, I'm scared to sleep and I hate my friends. Shovels and dirt, shovels and dirt. Well, it ain't worth living if you don't get hurt. I got a head full of darkness, and darkness is good. If we all die young, then we don't get hurt. I got a head full of darkness, and darkness is good. 'Cause if we all die young, then we don't get hurt. Oh, oh, put a banjo up into the sky, keeps us moving, keeps us moving. I put a banjo up into the sky, keeps us moving, it keeps us moving. I put a banjo up into the sky, it keeps us moving, it keeps us moving. I put a banjo up into the sky, keeps us moving, it keeps us moving. I put a banjo up into the sky, it keeps us moving, it keeps us moving. I put a banjo up into the sky, got a head full of darkness, and darkness is good. 'Cause if we all die young, Promise if we all die young that we don't get hurt. Mama never told him there's a devil in me. I got a 6-shooting pistol and I'm ready to leave. Thank you so much. We have one more song we'd like to play for you, and this song is called Spirits. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. Well, I've been looking at the stars tonight, and I think, oh, how I miss that bright sun. I'll be a dreamer till the day I die. But they say, oh, have a good die young. But we're all strange, and maybe we don't want to change. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. But the gun still rattles, the gun still rattles, oh. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I spent a lot of nights on the run, and I think, oh, like I'm lost and can't be found. I'm just waiting for my day to come. But I think, oh, I don't wanna let you down. But something inside has changed, and maybe we don't wanna stay the same. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. But the gun still rattles, the gun still rattles, oh. But the gun still rattles, the gun still rattles, oh. Oh, and I don't want a never-ending life. I just wanna be alive while I'm here. And I don't want a never-ending life. I just wanna be alive while I'm here. And I don't want to see another night lost inside a lonely life while I'm here. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. But the gun still rattles, the gun still rattles, oh. But the gun still rattles, the gun still rattles, oh.
It's the Strumbellas. It's Alt Up Close, and Spirits, the #1 song from the Strumbellas. Such a great song. I love that tune. What was it like when that song came together?
It was pretty awesome. I mean, we didn't know it would do as well as it did, but when we were making it in the studio, like I remember one specific part where we were really jamming the song, and then Johnny created this like 90s off-time guitar riff to go along in the verses, and everybody got really excited in the studio because it really brought the song together. So we didn't know what the future held for it, but we totally thought it was awesome when we were making it. We were like, yeah, dude, it's awesome. We wrote a great song. Let's go have a beer.
Right on. That's excellent. I love it. All right, guys, listen, I've enjoyed this tremendously. So thanks for joining us for another Alt Up Close. I loved it.
Yeah, thank you. And honestly, we really appreciate the support. It means the world to us getting played by your station, being a small town Canadian band. So thank you.
You got it. Excellent, guys. It's the Strumbellas. It's Alt Up Close, powered by Sweetwater Studios.